I'm so proud of you. You've passed the swim test. Now we've got the good people from EvelineCharles here to talk to us about, as they do every weekend, about different techniques to keep ourselves looking the way maybe we want to. And today we're going to tackle a part of the body, the eyebrows, to get that perfect brow. So we've got the model, we've got the technician, and all the experts, and then me. So where are we starting with this journey today?
So we're starting first of all with the eyebrows, doing microblading today.
Okay.
But for Hannah's going to start off doing the perfect shape with doing threading.
Okay.
So she's just going to start threading the eyebrow to start off with, to get rid of all the superfluous hair.
Okay.
So, and it's a technique that can be done on men, ladies. It can be done for full facial hair. It can also be done for the brows.
Oh, wow.
And it just gives a beautiful high fashion look.
Okay.
So it's very clean.
So we want a bit of a, well, what's the goal here? Is it to have a bit of a structure to our eyebrow? Like I feel like mine are maybe like two caterpillars on a rampage, right? So you want to try to tone that down a little bit?
So we could actually do it right now if you wanted to,
but
but we could actually take away all the superfluous hair, and so then you would have more framing of your eyes.
Okay.
And then we could go in with the micro needling and microblading. So depending on if you want to have permanent or semi-permanent.
Okay.
So right now the most natural is actually going in with a microblade, and it'd be like a surgical blade that we actually do the zones here. So first of all, we're going to be breaking down the zones. So we're getting the apex of the brow, the outer corner, and then the inner corner. And then we're actually following across right here on the brow to make sure they don't drop too low. And by doing that, she will actually have the beautiful shape to frame the face. So of course, we'd be looking not only at the shape of the brow, we're going to be looking at the size of the face, the size of the eye, and really looking at proportion.
Okay, so we're looking to create something that's perfect for our unique face.
For your unique.
It's not it's not a rubber stamp for everybody, the same thing.
No, not at all.
Okay.
So it's a very natural look. Really the process when we start to do the technique, we're going to actually pencil in exactly where the brow is going to be placed.
Okay.
And then what's nice about the microblading, because it's semi-permanent, they actually are doing feather hairline strokes.
Okay.
So, and you can see, if you look at the blade, you can see how sharp and tiny it is.
Right.
So the technician's going to go in and actually do little tiny blading, and it's actually cutting the skin slightly to really place the ink.
Oh, wow.
And we mix the ink actually with 2 or 3 different colors so that we get the highlights and the lowlights.
Wow.
So it's quite incredible.
So this whole process, there must be quite a consultation for this. I'm not just walking off the street and saying, hey, let's get these caterpillars under control.
Not at all. We're going to start off to make sure there's no contraindications, that she's not allergic to certain inks. We're also going to find out really what is she looking for. Does she want a high fashion look, or does she want more of a natural look?
Okay. Now, can you change as the time goes by?
You can, sure. It's going to last about 1.5 years.
Okay.
So when she comes back, she'll be able to touch it up, or maybe her facial shape has changed slightly.
Okay.
So we might have to raise the brow.
Okay.
And then what we would be looking at, if you look at Danielle right now, and I'm going to be gentle, but one side of her face is slightly lower than the other on the brow.
Okay.
So I might also then have her come in and have a little brow lift with Botox.
Okay.
And which is a neurotoxin.
Okay.
So they would actually place a couple units right there, and it would just lift that brow.
Okay.
So it'd be even.
Now you have some before and after photos.
We
Danielle's
do.
beautiful.
Yes,
looks
she
beautiful
is beautiful.
to me. But here's some. Is this Danielle here?
So this is Danielle.
Okay.
So this is her before picture, and you can see they're just a little bit sparse.
Okay.
So what Gurinder actually did, she did exactly what I just told you, right? And now we have the after. So this.
Oh, okay.
This was actually the final one, wasn't it? After it faded?
The day after.
The day after.
Okay.
So the first day she was kind of surprised because it was like, oh wow, it's dark.
Yeah.
And then the second day it was a little bit lighter.
Okay.
So this is how you outline the eyebrow to get the perfect. And you can see where she filled in.
Okay, so you wanted a bolder look? Was that what we were going for here? Is that the general trend?
She wanted
these
a more
days?
high fashion look.
And that's the high fashion.
That's a high fashion look.
Perfect.
So where you really have no extra hairs like hanging down,
Sure.
they'll actually go in and trim the brows as well. So
Okay.
it's quite a process.
Okay.
And then she would come back. She's due to go back next week
Okay.
for her second visit.
Okay.
And at this point, then they'll actually fine tune it. They'll probably add a little bit more on the outer
Okay.
corner.
Awesome.
And then she'll be happy for a year and a half and come back in and just have a touch-up.
And we get all these treatments down at EvelineCharles, right?
At EvelineCharles.
Okay.
And what's really unique about this, it doesn't turn that kind of odd green color that the tattooing used to
Sure,
cause.
right.
So it maintains a beautiful look.
Okay. So if I
So
go
we're-
down, you can get these things under control with maybe some
We-
whippersnapper.
you know,
You're
you-
laughing, Danielle. I think she knows I need help.
You should come down. It would actually be fun.
That's a nice way of saying I need help.
No, you don't, but it would be fun.
All right, thank you for this. This is great
Okay.
stuff, ladies. Have a great
Thank you
weekend.
so much. Appreciate
Let's
it.
take a quick break here now on Dinner Television. Wants to come continued on the last hour of Dinner Television. Stay with us.
This portion of Dinner Television is brought to you by EvelineCharles Salons Spas. Beauty MD, your total beauty destination.